Yo, it's your boy Boss, bringing you
another one.
Humble week for Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, I should have put this on there. Free agency, no excuses. It's humble week. What you mean, man? Humble week. This is the Dallas Cowboy time. If anybody been watching our history and know our history, you know when the Dallas Cowboys shop. You already know. You already have a real idea when they like to get things done. This is the week. This is week 3. This is also the week that most activity for most teams start drying up. So it's humble week. It's where the players also are being humbled. Where you might go into free agency and you thinking, man, I'm worth this, I'm worth that. But then the market starts speaking to you. This is what the Dallas Cowboys call cooling off. Because in week 1, you know, you go see a lot of moves and you go see a lot of overpayments. Like where teams are aggressive about their needs and they handle their needs. They handle it. So y'all sit back, man. I'm gonna break this all down. It's not going to take me that long. Matter of fact, let me move this time up. Yeah, it ain't going to take me that long, but I'm going to just kind of go through it. Humble week is a real thing. I'll be right back. Let's go, man. Y'all get up in here. I'm likely gonna be doing 2 shows today. Got a lot to talk about. Got a lot to prove. Got a lot of work to do. Let's go. Man, I love how that beat kick in, boy. That beat be coming in strong on me, boy. That beat be coming in like That beat be coming in with no mercy. Show him a little bit mercy, beat. Alright. We gonna take some calls today too, man. I know I'm going live a little bit early. Mostly because we missed the final word. I couldn't do the final word yesterday. I had to cancel. Had some stuff come up, man. So, but I'm going to give y'all some stuff I've been wanting to talk about, especially this week. It's all about football on this channel. Let's go. Let's go. Humble week. It's the week. All right. Jay Lombardi, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, bro. Yeah. I want to say take your time. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Happy birthday, boy. Man, Jay, happy birthday, man. Y'all shoot the homie a happy birthday, bro. My boy coming around this planet. Let's go. Yeah. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. Y'all give me one more second. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, man. Wee. Let's go. All right, it's time to get y'all this sauce, man. So, yeah, let's go, man. All right, let's get it. Oh, damn, where my pitch at? Oh. Hey, let me fix this, y'all. Hey, man. Damn. Wow. That's why you got to double check your production before you go live. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Man, there we go. Wait. I was like, wait. Yeah, Jay one of them day ones, man. So whenever you see OGs like Jay, he's a day one executive, man. You got to stop. You got to wish them dudes a happy birthday, man. Everything ain't just football. It's also about the community and the relationships that everybody's building. Because I promise y'all, I've made friendships through, real friendships through doing content, you know. And some people I even talk to on the phone a lot, where they started as content creators, or not content creators, content supporters, but, you know, get each other numbers, and we talk a lot, not even just ball. We talk life and trying to help boys get bags, and boys helping me get bags. And I got to call Angie because she said she wasn't having a good day. I want to check on her. I want to check on my boy Chris 214, talk to Common Sense on the phone. It's just some good relationships, man. So just appreciate what we all form in this community. But let me get to what y'all came here for. Y'all came here to talk football. So talking about football, this is on my mind because this is a very important part of free agency, right? When you look at free agency with the Dallas Cowboys, you can see that they have been a little bit different. They have been. This ain't the way that they moved in the early part of free agency was fast, right? But it was also the same. When you look at week one of free agency this year compared to week one of free agency last year and the year before that, you can see a major difference in activity. See, this is last year's free agency. And see, on this channel, I keep up with the moves on a daily basis, so I can kind of tell you when we're moving fast, when we're moving slow, and how we doing it. Now, I don't want to get too excited because this is a time where a lot of people want us to be like, oh yeah, the front office is doing some things that's different. They changed. The way that I look at it is I don't want to get too excited because it's almost like getting excited over a dad or a mom that finally decided to come to your football game or support you when you're doing your violin or your drums or whatever you're doing. A parent's supposed to support their kids, right? So I'm not gonna get too excited when I start seeing them finally start doing things they should have been doing. The only major difference between what they're doing now and what they've done in the past, the only real major difference is they have started their communications early. Oh my Lord. Angie coming in with that big bread. You know you're gonna make me hit that button when you do that. See, when you come in like this, I gotta hit the button early. My boy Chris 214. I'm calling you and Angie. I ain't lying. See, Angie made me hit that button early. She coming in with the $20. I appreciate it, man. All the love and support. And I'm telling y'all, like people become family up in here, man. I'm really calling. I'm gonna check on them. I'm gonna check on Chris 214. You know, when people tell me, man, I ain't having a good day, and we friends, somebody's supposed to check on you. You ain't supposed to be like, oh, be like, nah, what's up? You all right? You know what I mean? So I know a lot of y'all at work listening, so I ain't gonna even make this long. I'm gonna get to the point of this show. This ain't gonna be no 2-hour show. This might not even be 30-minute show. But I'm gonna give y'all the sauce on this show. So, and I am gonna check on Chris. I'm gonna check on Angie. And appreciate the super chat. She say, shout out to you, boss. I'm at work right now, so I've been listening in the shadows. Yeah, keep me in your ear. Keep me in your ear. But humble week is important, because this is what I mean by humble week. Week 3 is around the time that free agents get humbled. This is the week to where you are starting to be told what others think of you. Like a lot of times people tell you, believe in yourself, and that's true. But then sometimes you can have a belief in yourself and others might not see it the way that you see it. This is also why the Dallas Cowboys love to shop, and historically has done most of their shopping in week 3. See, what they usually do is they let the market cool off. That's what they usually do. They let the market cool off. So week 3 is when the market has cooled off. But this is also why it's no excuses for them, man. So when there's stuff that's available now that you can do now, in the time in which you like to shop now, I'm not going to be giving you pom-poms and throwing parades over your early week 1 moves. It's time to really shut the door and prepare for the draft. Because this is the problem that I have, that I've been seeing, is I'm seeing, and let's look at this list. I want y'all to really look at this. Let me turn this music down some. When I look at what they're doing in free agency, what does this list really say? If I'm being all the way honest, if I'm looking at all the moves that they're doing in free agency, what does this move really say? What it says to me, if I'm looking at this list soberly, it says that for the most part, they are doing their free agency to prepare the defense. And it looks like they're going to draft for the offense. If we just look at the majority of the free agent signings, the majority of free agent signing is saying that they are really trying to piece together the defense. So it's almost like free agency this year was focused on defense, if we just looking at it close, especially when you look at it all together. And so, and then my boy Tyrone Church said, I'm targeting wide receiver too. So we go talk about that real quick. And this is also what's frustrating and why we go do a lot of work today as well. So when you go look, hold on real quick. Y'all give me a second. Let me change the vibe. Change the vibe real quick. Y'all give me a second. So when you look and you look at the updates on the top free agents available, right? You take a look at it. It's funny that on the list of the top free agents available right now, CBS out the top 100 has concluded that the top 2 left is Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen.
Oh, hell no.
See, that should piss you off. It pisses me off. I'll be honest. I get upset at that, right? Because all the ideas that we have been centering and trying to help the Dallas Cowboys with has been even better than what most teams do in terms of budgets. And so I'm gonna go through that list and we gonna talk about the people that's humble right now. But this is super frustrating, man. Because if you look around the league, and I heard somebody say, if Keenan Allen's so good, why no other teams want him? It's honestly, you got to do your homework. You got to look around. Most teams don't need him because most teams smart enough to know leaning on just one number one is goofy. Most teams already know that if you're serious about trying to be a contender, you got to take pressure off your number one by having a threat number two weapon. So we over here squabbling about Keenan Allen and shit like that. That's so frustrating that we actually even having fights about this. That shouldn't even be no damn fight at all. We shouldn't be hating on that idea. I love your super chats, Angie. I love your super chats. Not your super chats. I love your hashtags. Look at. She queen hashtag. If she just come up with it on the spot too, just on the spot. Bring Coop home. She just boom. Before I can finish, she come on with it. But see, this is the frustrating part. Rebel. If y'all don't know, she go by Rebel Chick. Angie the Rebel Chick. This is the frustrating part. Even at Amari's best. Even at Amari's best. When he got here in 2018, his average separation was 2.9 yards of average separation by next gen stats. And remember what Dak did with that. Dak went absolutely crazy. Instantly he went crazy. So, but it's 2024. So if you take another look at Amari Cooper, his average separation per target is still good, but it's not what it was when he first got here. Does that mean he's still not an asset? No, he's still an asset. He's just not as explosive as he was, but he's still the type that can win with his routes, and Dak throws with confidence on guys who can win with their routes. But Amari Cooper still has more separation on average than Cortland Sutton, Drake London, George Pickens, and T. Higgins. Now, all of us in a heartbeat would take George Pickens, T. Higgins, and Drake London. We would take them in a heartbeat. They are the ones that's a part of what most teams would call a good duo to help your quarterback. Higgins is on his list. Drake London is on his list with Atlanta. George Pickens is on his list with Pittsburgh. And all of them have less separation than Amari Cooper and less separation than Keenan Allen. So how does front office get an excuse? How? There is absolutely at this point no excuse to walk into the draft with a wide receiver 2 need. It's no excuse. So like I said, it's not gonna be a long show. I just want to kind of let everybody know what week we're in. We're in week 3. So we was pushing for Amari and Keenan hard in week 1. We was pushing when most of the time a lot of these guys would have got overpaid because the market was like hot grease where you throw in some fresh chicken. It was popping. It was popping. The market is starting to cool off. And the players are feeling the pressure now. Now, if you get picked up by a team, you picked up by a team likely from a coach who really believed in you or ownership who always wanted you. At this point, you are becoming humble. The ideal time for the Dallas Cowboys to stop bullshitting. And I'm just serious, man. It's just frustrating me that we starting to, because after this week, all teams go turn their attention to the draft. And this is very frustrating to me that Ray Charles, as blind as he was, can see that the opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to get that number 2 is now. Yes, can they draft one? Absolutely. Is this a decent draft to go get a number 2? Yes, it is. But it's just frustrating me that you got common sense everywhere else but the biggest needs. You got common sense to get everything else in position before you draft. Go get some decent quality depth before you draft so that you could have a roster ready to go in case you don't draft the guy that you intended to draft. But the biggest obvious need, you still playing even though it's humble week. The players now are humbled. The players now are starting to wonder, will I go to a team? This is the time agents, they start calling their agents like, hey man, we might need to just go. We might need to just take something right now. And so I'm not forgiving the Dallas Cowboys no excuses on week 3. This is where you usually Dallas Cowboys shop. Because for anybody saying, oh, Dallas is doing something different. Yeah, they are different. Yeah. The difference is they started earlier. But we've seen this before. So like, for instance, we've seen them go after free agents and value free agents. They did it with Brandon Cooks. They did it with Jonathan Hankins. They did it with Stephon Gilmore. They've done this before. And they've done it early before. So to act like we've never seen Dallas never move like this, well, not quite true. Like, also, we saw them do this when Mike McCarthy first got here. When we went and got Poe. We went and got Griffin. We got Ha Clinton Dix. We went and got a lot of free agents that a lot of us was happy about those names. We was. And so yeah, we've seen this before. So in my opinion, yes, I'm gonna give them some congratulations and say thank you for starting your negotiations with Osa early. Thank you for at least starting your negotiations with Micah early. Usually y'all draw those contract talks all the way out to August. Y'all draw it all the way out to training camp. Y'all didn't do that this time, fine. But nah, I'm definitely not sitting over here like they can't do more. Not when everybody and they mama can see that the best available is what you need. So let's look at what's available. Because it's also more than wide receiver 2 that can help us. So when I go look at let me make this list bigger. Okay. All right. So TBD is what you want to see. TBD is what you want to see. Wow. Stop playing. See, this one right here frustrated me. See, Tevin Jenkins, that frustrated me. Because Tevin Jenkins was a former great, drafted in the second round. I was very high on him coming out. He was a versatile right tackle that was able to play guard as well and super physical. Could have been a perfect Zach Martin replacement. A perfect one. And to bring some real good competition to that right guard position. So he went from Chicago to the Browns. And the only thing we waiting to know is how much was his contract for. What's gonna piss me off is if he end up being dirt cheap. Because he was one of them players that was humbled. And this is the time the Dallas Cowboys should be aggressive. So then if I keep looking, you see people like Rasul Douglas, right? Which I haven't looked at film on. My boy Jay say, Jenkins is nasty. Yeah, he nasty, bro. And that's what's frustrating. Is when you start seeing in this week guys getting away. Because now we knowing, except for Diggs went for an astronomical price. I think they overpaid for Diggs. But at the same time, this is the week to where your best deals are. So then, let me look at some more TBDs. Look at this. So you got Amari still available in free agency. Why the Dallas Cowboys? And this is the sad part. A lot of us say, oh, we know Dallas ain't doing that. You know why we say that? Because we know Dallas petty. Oh, they not coming back around on that. They're not coming back around on that. Nah, they need to. Listen, some things need to be bigger than your ego. Some things you got to be humble about. Some things need to be, hey, man, at this current juncture, we need to go into the draft knowing that we got a solid number 2. So as I keep looking, right, at the TBDs, you got Calais Campbell. So let me tell y'all something. I looked at Calais Campbell. I looked at Calais Campbell last year. I looked at his tape when he was playing some one tech. And boy, it was...
Oh, hell no!
It was... Now, Calais Campbell is a name that's popular. I keep hearing his name. I'm like, bro, I looked at it. I go take another look, though. Maybe he had a resurgence. But, man, shit. Based on the film I looked at even last year, bro, ain't no way no. That's one of, but I'll take another look. That's somebody I'm going to take a look and make sure. Now, this is where it get frustrating, though. When you see certain players still sitting out there at 25, when you got a massive cornerback need. People like Asante Samuels. It's like Dallas, this week 3, these players are humble now. These players, they've been sitting around waiting to go to a team now 3 weeks. My boy Tyrone Church, they say he would be a good pickup to mentor Mozzie. In my opinion, they need to find another mentor. I ain't listening to no mentor that's getting blown off the ball at the one tech. How you gonna mentor me? You can't mentor me. You getting blown off the ball. Yeah. And see, no, I tell Big myself. My boy say, "Oh, boss, I'm telling you, BJG, you made a fart noise." I tell Big. Me and Big disagree all the time. That's fine. It's one thing that happens though, man. This is the thing I know about Big though. Big go respect the film for sure. If I turn on the film and it look trash, Big will say, "Oh nah." Oh nah. Cause Big love the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I think the name Calais Campbell is good, but and also I could be wrong. I looked at his tape from 2 years ago or last year, and I hated it. It was absolute trash. I mean, and my boy say, "Boss, that spoiled my hopes." I'm just keeping it real, bro. Cause I ain't. Ooh, see, you already beat me to it, Jay. Happy birthday. You already beat me to it. Cause he on the list. Let's keep going. We'll turn on the film on Calais Campbell. I'll turn on the film. See, this is why I call y'all executives. Look at my boy Jay. Jay already ahead of me, bro. I be telling y'all, man, y'all the smartest dudes in the world, bro. This is the only channel to where people go beat me to my own presentation. That's real talk. That's why I always call y'all executives. This is the only channel to where the people that's in the chat is go finish my sentences before I even get there. This is the only this I'm telling you, this channel ain't for everybody, bro. You got to be very serious about football. Like, this is a football channel. I'm not going to just chase clickbait, breaking news shit. A lot of times we gonna have original ideas on here because these original ideas on how to win. And look, my boy Jay Lombardi said this before I even got close to Justin Simmons. And see, y'all already talking about decent trades for him. Yeah. And see, this is one of those, why in the world is Justin Simmons still available? See, and this is where some of them are being humbled. This is why this is the perfect week to go ahead and call them. They are humble right now, Dallas. Let's keep going. J.K. Dobbs. I haven't looked at J.K. Dobbs at all, so I have no idea of the value of J.K. Dobbs. None. I would have to go look at his... Oh, see, he keeping it real. He said I meant Jeffrey Simmons, the DT. Oh, that man, I would cry. I would cry real tears. My fault. Yeah. He said, boss, he said Jeffrey Simmons. My fault. I misunderstood him. At least I gave him a lot of credit. I still think y'all smart as hell. But then Kazir White. Now, I got to go look at his film. I haven't looked at him, but I have heard Big bring him up. This one might be a better fit than what we currently have. Okay. See, because I'm going to be honest, y'all. It's a lot of hype going on Jack Sanborn. If I'm being all the way honest with y'all, it's way too much false optimism on Jack Sanborn. It is literally nothing on tape that would make anybody say at this stage of his career that he is going to be one of the steals of free agency, except guessing. You're guessing. Because I looked at the film on Jack Sanborn. Jack Sanborn played a majority of special teams and only had 35 tackles on the year. I had to get to game 7 to find any action on Jack Sanborn when it came down to tackles. And I'm just keeping it real. It is nothing on tape that would say, now, could he end up being some kind of ginormous steal? Sure. But for me to act like there's evidence of it, I would be lying. So Kazir White, he said, okay. All right, he said Jack Sanborn knows the defense. All right, listen, bro. I watched all his stats up to week 7, bro. I watched 7 games on Jack. Jack barely played. He barely played. So you saying he know the defense because he was in Chicago? Because he only got in on base packages. That's it. So he don't even have, and I'm just being honest, he don't have a lot of experience playing strong side linebacker, because when he played, that's what he played, strong side linebacker. All the snaps I saw him get was that strong side. Then by week 7, I finally saw him get weak side linebacker reps. But hardly any of it was playmaking. It was hard to find the 35 tackles that he allegedly made. So what I'm not doing is I'm not gonna give y'all, because I'm gonna tell you what a lot of content creators are doing to y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you what a lot of content creators are doing to y'all right now. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. The off season, I always say this about the off season. The off season is a time of illogical optimism. I always say that. It's always true. It's always the time to where we have optimism based on stuff that's not even logical. It's illogical optimism. It happens every offseason. We get so hungry for good news that we start following people that's just throwing out great news on everybody that we acquire. Because if you go listen, a lot of people saying like, oh man, this Jack Sanborn getting ready to be, and that Elam, the corner, oh man, he's gonna be better than Diggs. Because he was a former first that ran a 4.3. And they ain't looked at no tape. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do that, and I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm gonna tell you from what I saw on film. And from what I saw on film, from my own research of watching the film, not looking at stats, looking at the film. If I'm looking at the film, I would be totally shocked if Sanborn is just amazing. I would be shocked. I'd be like, it could happen. I could be totally, but I just don't see no evidence of that happening. Like for instance, I'm gonna give you one more example. Before Curse took off with the Dallas Cowboys, I predicted that he was gonna take off. When a lot of people was calling, my boy Starboy in the building, man, long time, bro. Good to see you, brother. Hold on, let me pause, man. This is one of the OGs. OGs, man. So, before Curse took off, I said he was going to take off. You know why? Because the evidence was in the Detroit when he was getting a lot more safety snaps. Jack Sanborn could be going through what Curse went through when he was drafted at Minnesota, where Curse was drafted into a deep safety room and quality starters. Okay. So he was going to get buried in that depth chart, even though he was a starting quality safety himself. He wasn't just good enough. And that's what happened. So then he finally got some playing time at Detroit. And so I looked at his Detroit tape and I was like, bruh, this dude right here, Jerron Curse, he way better than Heath and he way better than Xavier Woods. And it was based on what I saw at Detroit. So am I saying Jack Sanborn is a bum? No. What I'm saying is whoever overselling him, they not doing it based on production. They doing it based on optimism. And a lot of content creators, they say a lot of optimistic stuff because honestly, that's what y'all want to hear. And that's what's going to make y'all subscribe. I'm just being all the way honest. And they know that. So they go blow up everybody that we acquire. And they're going to be a dream steal because that's what y'all want to hear. And you go, I like this. Sup. But that ain't my style. My style is go tell you what I see, and I'm going to earn it the hard way. I'm going to earn it by doing my research, and then over time, you'll appreciate what I do. So EJ Speed, I have no idea who that is. None. No, I don't know who that is. Play linebacker for the Colts. And then, obviously, Keenan Allen, which we all should be behind Keenan Allen. We all should be pushing hard for Keenan Allen because like we say, it's humble week. And all these other teams got at least 2 quality weapons. And Keenan Allen, even though he's older, still gets more separation than a lot of people on this list that's younger. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's easy, and it should piss y'all off because if you go look at these other teams and who they're paying to help their quarterback, we shouldn't have to beg for an older receiver. That's insulting that the Dallas Cowboys is so damn cheap. That the Dallas Cowboys is so damn cheap that we over here literally fighting over an older receiver when everybody else that's trying to be contenders is serious about weaponing up their quarterback. Now, this is one that greatly interests me. Jedrick Wills. He greatly interests me. Out of Alabama, went to the Browns. I have not looked at him at all, but I will. This is somebody, especially as we start getting through free agency, this is somebody we all should take a look at. For sure. You got to take a look at this dude. In my, why did I click on that? You big dummy. Why did you do that? Hold on, let me fix that. Hold on. All right, I fixed it now. But he was a former first, right? And when I look at him, I get the idea that comes to me is what Philly did, where they was aggressive, right, to try to find a replacement for their right guard. And what did they do to help get them over the hump? And it worked. They went and got Becton. Becton is on this list. Let me find him. Yeah, they went and got Becton. Now, Becton is similar to Will, where he looked like he was struggling, but Philly was creative, took a former great, converted him to guard, and dominated the line of scrimmage. My question would be for somebody like Lou, the OC, and Vach. I wish I could have them on the show right now. As former offensive linemen, what would be their thoughts on being created for a player like Jedrick Wills for the Dallas Cowboys? And see, Miss Charles, she coming in with that sauce. She say, and if that is Keenan's price, that is why they have not gotten him, Big Sarge. What price? Oh, I see what you're saying. You say, I would love for the Cowboys to get Keenan Allen, but not for $20 million APY. To be honest, I'm going to be all the way honest. APY don't mean nothing. The APY means nothing. It's really the guarantee and the cap hit. Let me explain something to everybody. All right, my boy asked me a question. Like 20 million, that's not real money for a receiver, y'all. Like, put it like this. CeeDee Lamb 35. And that's his APY. I don't care nothing about the APY. What I care about is what's going to be the Dallas Cowboys cap hit. That's what I care about. The APY is honestly just a sticker number. That's all it is. The only people that really care about that is players and agents. The real money is the guarantee and what's going to come out your cap. It's all about the cap hit, not about the APY. The only thing APY is it's easy to talk from APY, but it's really not the real number. The real number is what's going to hit that cap. So I'm taking Keenan Allen all day for 20. All day. Easily. And not even blinking. Like, think about it. We took Schultz for 11. And 100% of that came out the cap. Now, if I'm trying to give Dak a weapon, and we got to remember, man, that boy Keenan Allen is still averaging 3 yards of separation. To this day, he averaging 3 yards of separation. What does Dak go do with 3 yards of separation? The answer to that is easy. What did he do with 2.8? When Amari was generating 2.8 yards of separation, what did that do? And see, you right, my boy Jay Parker, you right. The market was fantastic until Diggs just signed. The market was looking like it was clearly headed for a deal on Keenan Allen. It sure did. But that boy Diggs got that bag he just got. Keenan Allen like, wait, let me slow down. Let me see if these other dudes out here thirsty. He did mess up the market. He did, bro. Yeah, he said, and see, this will get on my nerves. The Cowboys want to get younger. That's what get on my goddamn nerves right there. That's what it's always about, what they want to do. It's, I want to do it our way. We want to get younger. Do you want to help Dak or not? Cowboys, not you, Big Sarge. The Cowboys, do you want to help Dak? Oh, Lord. Yeah, and he was coming off a mid-season ACL. Yeah, New England, they just... the fuck is that? Bro. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Are you sure about that, bro? Are you sure? Please, somebody confirm this, bro. Please. I'm not saying my boy Tyrone Church. I just want to see a couple of more witnesses to this. Just a couple of more. If Tevin Jenkins signed for $3 million, everybody should throw their phones. And see, that's what I mean by humble week. This is the week you're supposed to get steals. Yeah, this true. I can't lie. I cannot lie. This is true. I just cannot lie. I cannot lie. Yes, this true. Allen can demand more than Diggs. That's why it's gonna come down to it being humble week. Damn. I'm getting a lot of confirmation on that 3.5 million, bro. So to answer your question, Lou asked me a question on Jedrick Willis. He's 307. I haven't looked at no film on him yet, but he's 307. Yeah. And then my boy Big Sar say, if Keenan isn't going to accept a contract that the Cowboys are comfortable with, then he won't be a Cowboy player. Yeah, I know. And that's what frustrated me about them. That's what get on my damn nerves about the Dallas Cowboys. It's always about what you willing to accept. It's not about what's going to make us better. It's always, if you're not willing to accept what we willing to give, then hey, that's how it is. I hate that about the Cowboys. Do you want to get better or not? We got to be the only team that's trying to win the whole Super Bowl on a budget. I hate that. I literally hate that with all my heart about these funky ass Dallas Cowboys. If they're not willing to take what we willing to give. It's like, who you think you are, Dallas? You act like y'all just been winning all these Super Bowls and everybody got to take a discount to come to your organization. Okay. And so my boy Lou say, if he got good being, we good, then he can work. All right, we'll talk about it. And then we'll also look at some film on him, bro. I want to maybe look at some film on him if we get a chance this week, bro. Just because I'm looking at some of these free agents that's available with it being, I call it humble week. This is where a lot of them are getting humbled. Yeah, dog, this is like, dog. Yeah, bro, 3.5 million for bro, we would have all been celebrating, bro. So you telling me the Dallas Cowboys couldn't have got on the phone and got that deal? But we over here like, but man, we got Hoffman. We got Hoffman. Nah, that's frustrating, bro. So hold on, let me keep going. Because I'm just looking at the list on humble week. I call this humble week. Then obviously Tyron Smith. Y'all already know where I stand on that. Y'all should know.
Oh, hell no.
Then you got Will Hernandez. See, these are some of the people that I put on my thumbnail, right? This is the week the Dallas Cowboys have no excuses. And then this is a good question by Miss Charles. She say, but boss, it does not really have to be Dallas. It could also be Keenan agent also. Well, at this point, Keenan and his agent should be humble. Just keeping it real. And that's why I'm calling it humble week. And that's a very good point she's making. Very good point. Sometimes, this is what Miss Charles is saying. She's saying that sometimes these agents out there overselling the value of these players, right? So if the agent out there saying, man, I can get you a better deal, right? I can get you a good deal. So then the agent will go out and start trying to fill offers, right? And what'll happen is some of these teams, they start acquiring weapons. So the person that had a deal on the table at first, now that deal is gone because the agent was being too aggressive, to Miss Charles' point. But now it's week 3. And see, in week 3, the player and the agent is starting to lose leverage because roster spots are being filled. It's only so many jobs in the NFL. So as these jobs begin to fill up, these players become more and more humble and willing to take what they can get to stay in the league if they want to stay in the league. And then Regina asks, the Browns are really looking at that? I doubt it. And if it is, this is around that time, Miss Green, just to answer that question, I've been seeing that rumor go around. This is around the time to where everybody is talking what ifs, right? What ifs. What I mean by that is if you're looking for a quarterback, you willing to talk to anybody at any time that could potentially answer that if they willing to do a deal. So sometimes what happened during times like this, I don't know if y'all remember, but Mike Fisher came out and he said the Dallas Cowboys have interest in CJ Stroud. I don't know if y'all remember that. And this was before he was drafted. And so all of us was like, Dallas picking at 26. How in the hell are they going to even think about getting CJ? Because CJ at that time was an automatic top 4 draft pick, right? So sometimes what happened is just a conversation that somebody might have, people will take that and run with it for clicks. Yeah. And then and Miss Charles say these agents are seeing what's going on as well. They are also trying to get paid. Absolutely. That's what drive the market. Agents drive the market. Yeah. And see, you said it best. Yeah, agents drive the market. They do drive the market. They do. That's why every time a new player get paid, that player is automatically a lot of times over the previous one, because the agent is always trying to get that headline. That's what he after. He after the headline of highest paid. Because if you're an agent, how do you recruit new blood? You recruit new blood by, like, let's say if I was an agent, right? On my wall, all I would have was different newspapers framed under my clients as highest paid. That's all I would care about. So that once you sit down with me, the first thing I want you to see, highest paid. I don't care how it happens. I'm shooting for that because I'm always trying to recruit new blood. So the agents are the reasons, right, that you keep getting these contracts surpass each other. So anyway, she right on that. Yeah, she right on that. It's sometimes the agent, but the agent right now and the player this week, they eating humble pie. And especially next week, because next week, everybody phones go just drop. Ain't nobody go get no calls. Why? All these teams are going to take all the resources and put it towards the draft. And then what they'll say is, let's first get through the draft. Let's see what we acquire. Then we'll circle back to the second wave of free agency. And then in that wave, these players are going to be even more humble. And it's going to be even less excuses for the Dallas Cowboys. So if you Jenkins, or if you Will Hernandez, or if you are Keenan Allen, and now all these teams have drafted receivers, what does that do to your leverage? What does that do to your agent's leverage? It puts a slug in it. Yeah, my boy C say, man, ain't no way the Browns got money to pay Watson and Dak over $250 million each. Super wee woo. The only way I will pause on that, because I don't know what a team is willing to do, see, to take up some of that contract. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes the Browns will say, we go eat up a lot of Dak's contract. You know, so I don't know what kind of backroom deal could be worked out to try to get Dak. I just don't believe it. Somebody booted you. Okay. Anyway, but when I go look at the list, right, you got Will Hernandez, right? So you got all these potential guys that's right now in a humble position. I don't want to see any more Tevin Jenkins, Dallas. Because see, that's gonna piss me off. If I see another one of these Tevin Jenkins, right, where he went for $3 million and would have been an ideal, super ideal replacement for Zach Martin. So anyway, so let me tell you one more thing I also got to be humble about, okay? And I'm just being all the way real. Okay, I got to be humble about this. Everybody know I've been pushing for Tyler Booker, and Tyler Booker still makes sense. To me, he is the ideal guy for pick 12. It's not even hard to me. Now, that's a whole lot of people that disagree with that. I'm cool with that. People think different, and that's fine. But this is also where I have to be humble and honest with y'all. Even though I would do it in a heartbeat, I have to sit back and put myself in a scouting person's point of view for the Dallas Cowboys. If I'm really trying to look at this fair, this is what I mean. The people that's pushing for this, right, or wouldn't mind this, people like Vach, people like Lou, me, the OC, right? It's a whole lot of people that value a powerful guard to complete an already powerful right tackle run blocker. We agree with that. But the problem with Booker is this. Booker has a bad RAS score. Now, maybe you can justify that, but what I have to do is I have to sit back and say, okay, now let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. If your job on the line, who you going with? Tyler Booker or Matthew Golden? Now, the key question is, if your job on the line. You know why a lot of people will pick Matthew Golden if their job was on the line? Because if I want to continue to be a scout for the Dallas Cowboys, a lot of times self-preservation is going to kick in when it's time for me to make the decision. What do I mean by that? If I pick Booker, right, and he end up being a bust, Jerry and Steven go come to me and say, hey, you was the head scout, Marcus. You was pushing for this. We had a chance and we could have got a better player. Why should we trust you? I have nothing to fight them back on. His tape was good. His tape was real good. But that's college. That's going to be their response, right? But if you pick a Matthew Golden and he end up being a bust, and they come to me and they say, hey, well, you was high on Matthew Golden. Why did you pick him? Well, he ran a 4.29. He had college production. He was in the national championship. He played big in big games, right? Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a better player. What it means is I have more job security. And I'm just keeping it real on why I think we're not going to do it. Even though I would do it, I don't have the pressure of my job depending on this. So if I'm thinking about them and their job depending on this, I don't think they go do it. I don't think a scout is going to put their job on the line for just film. And I'm just being honest. I would as a fan, but if I'm sitting in a room where I'm also thinking about, I need to protect my job. A lot of these dudes, I'm telling you, they not gonna stand on principle just because of good film. They gonna want something that if they get questioned in the future, they gonna want to say, man, this dude checked all them boxes. I don't know what happened. So this is why I'm calling this the time. And this is humble week. This is where everybody got to be humble. I got to be humble. The players are being humbled. The agents, to Miss Charles's point, are being humbled. The main people that we need to be humble before they go into the draft, though, is Jerry and Steven. Don't fall into the trap of we just want to go younger at receiver. We're just going to go get this young guy. Because it's our way of doing it. Because see, to be honest, we don't know how the draft is going to go. I'm going to take some calls. I'm going to take some calls right now. I'm just kind of concluding this. But we don't know how the draft go, y'all. Let's be honest. We don't know. Ted could go, and then Matthew could go. You can move down thinking, oh, we safe. And then you can miss out on any one of them dudes. You just don't know. You just don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm telling you, it would not surprise me if Matthew Golden went before Ted. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, that dude checked a lot of boxes, man. It's a lot of teams that's going to sit back and want to protect their job. Just keeping it real. They going to want to protect their job. So that's why guys that killed the combine, they rise. Why? Because now scouts can say, okay, I can now vouch for him and this protects me. And they check the boxes. See, some of these guys are being moved up, not because they better players, it's just better security for the scouts. But I'm finna take some phone calls. Call on in, common sense. Let's go.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right to me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Yeah, I saw somebody say you would want to see me debate another one of these content creators. A lot of these content creators ain't gonna never debate me head up. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. They not gonna do that. They would avoid it. It's in a lot of their best interests to not debate me head up. Just keeping it real. Some of these cats just ain't gonna never do it. It ain't me either. Because on this Booker idea, y'all see what I did. We organized a debate and we fought it. I ain't dodging on nobody on nothing I say. So I'm telling you, these cats, they not gonna do it. Just trust me on that. Magic City, you live.
What's up, bro, man? How you been doing, bro?
Man, what's going on with it, man? How you feeling, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just waiting for this draft and see. With me, either way, if you get a halfback or a receiver,
yeah,
in the first. But I want to move back. I want to move back like 2 spots or 3 spots, try to get that 4th pick back. That's how I'm looking at it.
I agree.
You're still going to get one of them halfbacks or one of the receivers. Because everybody is going crazy. I know the guy's good, but that Henderson is good too from Ohio State. So if I don't get Gentry and I get Henderson, I'm gonna be going crazy because Henderson is my favorite back because he can take it to the house and he block better than your boy. So who everybody going crazy over.
Yeah, Henderson go crazy on that blocking. Say, That boy
Yeah,
Henderson,
you know what I'm saying?
would knock your head off.
Thank you, man. They not giving it all these. Ooh. I'm like, everybody on the shows is like, ooh, man, we don't get, if they pass over here, like the world gonna end. Nah, man. I hope the Cowboys listen. Henderson is a better blocker back.
Yeah, he
I
is,
want my
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
quarterback.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I want my quarterback protected. I don't want nobody back there getting blown away and then get my quarterback hurt. No.
Man.
My quarterback is the number one thing on that field. Ain't the halfback, it's my quarterback.
Preach.
You know, like Tio said, it's my quarterback. It's my quarterback. So my quarterback get injured because some dumb halfback can't block. And everybody going crazy over like he Tony Dorsett. They piss me off though, Bob. They are pissing me off. They act like this man is Tony Dorsett. Man, it's like 20 backs. Bro, there's 20 halfbacks in this draft. I ain't never seen a halfback draft like this. It's 20 halfbacks.
The conference has been locked.
I'm telling you right now. Both Ohio State halfbacks is dangerous.
Yeah.
I'll
be happy with either one. I'll sit back and chill off either one. I'll be like, good, we good. I wouldn't even. Boy, I'll be like,
look at you.
Yeah. I think they the last. I think they. Nah, they not the last. I was going to say the last of the pure explosion. Actually, they not. I get his back. I get his. I think this running back class could easily go to round 4, and we still end up with a starter.
Thank you. You just said it. 4. It might even make it a 5.
Yeah.
Man, I looked at.
Yeah. I can see that.
I did like you, boss. I did one of your notes. Like you tell everybody, you guys need to go study. I watched every halfback.
Yeah.
If they got Kansas State halfback, I'm happy.
Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Listen, you know the crazy thing, bro? He might be the best one.
Thank you.
He could easily be the best one, bro. Because he was everything they had. It was nothing. See, when you at Ohio State, you couldn't focus on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Shit. So now, man, you right. You right, Magic.
Boss, that's why because you be doing your shows and you be breaking it down. Boss, I hate to tell you, I have to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Boss, you got to break down all them halfbacks for everybody.
We did. We'll do it again. Boss. We did. We just did a show on a Sunday.
Boss, your show. Oh, you did every halfback?
Yes. We talked about all these dudes Sunday. God. We had us a big show on it Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it was a super team. It was me, Lou. But we just talked about running backs. We literally just did this, bro. I don't think we went heavy enough. We kind of scratched the surface a little bit. I don't think we went as deep as we could. We just kind of, but we touched it though. We touched it.
Of every halfback.
Yeah, no.
You got the Arkansas halfback. I watched the Arkansas halfback number 5. Dangerous.
Yeah. Nah.
I watched the what's that guy with the funny name that ran a 4.3? Luton.
You talking about the old boy from Arizona State? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Arizona State. You got the. It's some Louisville halfback. Man, so many halfbacks, man. It's like 20 halfbacks, y'all. I'm happy with either one. I'm not gonna cry. Now the receiver, it's some dangerous receiver too. Now if you get Tech, or you get Golden, or you get my boy from Ohio State, either one is gonna make CeeDee Lamb look good. But my speed receiver is my boy from Tennessee, number 6. I want him 6'5", him or the receiver from Auburn. He run a 4.3 fast. And you got the receiver from Maryland running 4.3. You got now go watch the Washington State receiver, dangerous. He remind me of your boy. He remind me of your boy Smith back in the day. Remember Smith?
Mm-hmm.
He used to play for Carolina.
Yeah.
Go watch the Washington State receiver, boss.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
So
nah, man,
the Cowboys, what the Cowboys are doing, they're going for speed. They don't want no more old receivers. And then the key, when I get out, I'm about to get out for you, boss. The new O-line coach and the new receiving schemes is gonna make everybody open. And I'm gonna tell you something. Mingo gonna have 700 to 800 yards catching with Dak Prescott. I'm putting it down with your boy. So I'm not worried, man. I'm happy. I just want my defense. And that corner we got, you play corner, boss. I play corner too. That corner from Elam, he's gonna be a beast because he got gonna get good coaching. I'm gonna tell y'all. You can't coach speed. You just gotta get his technique. Thank Elam. Thank you. Elam gonna be good for us. And then you put your boy my boy Israel.
I hope so.
Israel put him in the
hope
slot.
so. Yeah, it
slot.
does sound like I ain't gonna lie to you,
slot.
Coach. I ain't gonna lie to you, Marv. I've been rocking with you for a minute. I know how you get in the off season. You start liking all these dudes.
You know I get.
You start liking everybody. Ain't nobody bad.
I give him a chance,
yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do, right? I've been rocking with you for a bit. You give him a chance. See, I think the difference is I looked at what he was with Buffalo, and I looked at him. I ain't just look at that 4.3 speed. I went in, and I'm gonna tell you something. He don't look 4.3 no more. I'm just keeping it real. That 4.3 look gone. I think you can get it back. Because I had to get it back one time. I had to just.
You can get it back.
You can get it back.
You did. I heard you talking about. Because if you think it's slow, you go slow.
Yeah, and if you sometimes it's lifetime.
You react slow, that means
it's lifestyle too. It depends on these dudes' lifestyle. Like you got to really hone in to what you got to fix in the off season. Because like Elam. I put it like this. From the Buffalo tape, I saw Boot Part 2. If he don't fix his twitch and if he don't fix his speed. Like I see Boot. You know how Booth was automatically cooked chicken? That's what I see. I'm just being honest. Now, can you fix it? Yeah. But I will be lying if I was like, yeah, based on what I saw in Buffalo, because I saw some of these people put together the highlights. Oh my God, I was like, boy, you can make a highlight look like anything. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, appreciate the call, Coach.
Well,
all right, Marv.
One more time, before I leave.
What's that?
The three corners I like is Kobe, the Maxwell, and the guy from Texas. I think Texas A&M, Mississippi.
Yeah, man.
2 corners.
Good list, man.
That's all I get.
Thank you for doing that work, Magic.
Thank you, brother. Salute.
And I appreciate that. Magic do the work. He do the work. I love that. I love how Magic does the work. You know what I'm saying? Magic does the work. I love people that participate. Common sense. What's up, boy?
OG boss, I love it when you do the daytime call-ins, bro. What's going on with you, dog?
Man, I'm chilling on it, my brother. Oh,
yeah.
Since you brought that up,
get these puppies.
Hold on. Since you brought that up, you gave me a chance to say something. I'm going live tonight, and the reason why I went live earlier is because remember I don't get paid when I do them film sessions. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do a show today where I'm gonna get a bag, right? And get out good content because I'm gonna finish the whole wide receiver market, trade market. I'm gonna do all that film today. I don't care if it takes 4 hours. We go take a look at these candidates today. I'll film. Okay. So go ahead.
Okay. Now, since you brought that, I was gonna say that for the end of my phone call, but since you brought it up, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Man, I gotta make an executive move, but I'm getting sick and tired of every time Boss goes live, we gotta take 3 and 4 like breaks for people to hit the like button. People in the chat, when you come in the Boss Cowboy shows, you come in just like you go to anybody else's house. You knock before you enter. The only thing I need y'all to do on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, is just hit the damn like button. I don't understand. It just baffles me how much truth and how much honesty Boss gives us and how much content he gives us. But Boss ain't even hit 10,000 subscribers. But we got other people that doing some bullshit for the fun of the goddamn thing, and everybody, for the fun of it, and everybody in here just laughing and ha kikiing. But they got 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 subscribers. But Boss telling the truth, and everybody in here agrees Boss telling the truth. But yeah, he only got 8,000 subscribers or 9,000 subscribers. I don't understand it. So we want to talk about being humble. Let's humble ourselves first. Yeah. Because that's the dang problem. Too many of the wrong people got too many subscribers and too much voice, and not enough for the people that's actually trying to help the team win. That's the problem I get sick and tired of. Because we got so many content creators. Yes, it's a bunch of them, and it's a different flavor for everybody. I'm cool with it. It's a different flavor for everybody. But we all got to start supporting the ones that's telling you the truth, the ones that's giving you the real, the ones that's going to go in depth on everything. Boss ain't just out here just giving y'all his opinion. If he give you an opinion and somebody come up here and change his opinion, Boss will tell you, okay, I'm no longer on that opinion. You right. I was wrong. Boss will tell y'all that. I ain't heard too many other people say that besides maybe Law Nation, J Tuck, and a few other people. But it's some out there that don't want to do that. And I don't get how we be in the chat and we go, and trust me, we all in the same damn chat. So I be seeing a lot of y'all in there rooting and riding for Boss, and then you go over there rooting and riding for the other ones, and it's like, wait, now you contradicting yourself. I don't get it. I just don't understand, man. We got to do better as a community, bro. We got to do better as a community, and I'm not saying, yeah.
I just want to say something real quick, man, and I'm gonna just be all the way honest.
Go ahead, bro.
What you said is true. What's going on is the state of the listener. You know what I mean? Everybody don't want, I'm being honest, everybody don't want pure football content. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, think about it. What happened to traditional ESPN? Remember the ESPN back in the day? It was full of quality film analysis. Yeah. What happened to all them dudes? They gone. For who? Stephen A's. You know what I'm saying?
They gone.
People that know how to make you laugh, and you know what I mean? That's entertaining. It's because, and I heard the fans say this, and I'm just being real. The fans said this. They know that a majority of the fans are casuals. They know that. You see what I'm saying? So my type of content is not gonna go after the masses, because I'm not trying to just make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking football. You feel me? And everybody just don't want to hear that. Right. I'm just keeping it real. So, because I know some people scratch their heads and say, damn, Boss have 300, 400, 200 people watching live, but he only got 9,000 subs. It's because those people that's watching me live love football. You know what I'm saying? So, don't worry about fast growth. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people go have fast growth because the way that they do content is entertaining. You see what I'm saying? But then novice people can't tell the difference between quality football breakdowns and what sounds good. And so I have to make a choice. Do you want fast growth doing crazy shit, or do you want slower quality where football people go take you serious? Like, I guarantee you, if I walk in the room and some of these other content creators walk in the room, I'm going to be the one they take serious. You see what I'm saying? If I start talking football and they start talking football, they go tune them out. I promise you that. Like, if you see what I'm saying? But if I start talking about, this is the proper way to do the trade, especially if the guy with this age, and it's, you know, they gonna be like, that dude right there, he talking real ball. That's why if you go look at the chat, most of the people that's in my chat or the people that call in are coaches, ex-players. It's people like that. I don't get a lot of, I'm just being honest, I don't get a lot of novice or casuals. That's not my market.
Yeah. Right. And to be honest, Frost, and that's my whole point. My whole point is that I want to push more of yours. I want you to have the 30,000 or 50,000, because to me, that when we got that is, I look at the fans in the content creation chats and subs and stuff, like just like the Cowboys. There's too many casuals that watch it. It does, but we need the ones that are diehards and is really into this to push those to see, like, no, this is the problem, because it's the exact same problem that we have in the content creator world. Is the exact same problem we have with the Cowboys. It's not enough people pushing the right words and the right things. There's too many casuals that's like, they just want the entertainment. We're not going to change until we get out of the entertainment part. We gotta be humble ourselves and dig deep into that.
That's right.
But I just had to get it off my chest, bro. I wanted to call in the other day when Darius called in. That just threw me for a loop. I'm sorry. I apologize. Whatever. But back to this. You know me, boss. I'm not big on the draft until we get players. I hate it. We talk about it every year. I hate it because we go over so many good players, and then they on the board, and the Cowboys might not take them, and we got somebody that we hadn't even talked about, like the Leighton Vander Esch type deal. But I had a thought, and I was going to run it by you.
Yeah.
How do you view Emeka Ibuka, the wide receiver from Ohio State?
The crazy thing about him, bro, is when I started, I didn't like him at all. I'm talking about at all. I didn't even put him in the. If I was writing the book this year, in the early version, he wasn't gonna make it. But he wanted him. As I'm learning more and more, he's growing on me. He's growing on me a lot. So let me say this. The thing that I don't like about him, and Lou made a great point on this, I feel like his ceiling is too low. Like if I'm going after number 2, I want my number 2s to have the potential to take out CeeDee Lamb. Those are the number 2s I want. You feel me?
Right.
He is like a, for sure, number 2 career guy. You know what I'm saying? But he does everything. And one of the most important things that he's willing to do, that you're going to need on a team like ours, he's a willing blocker.
He's block.
Physical.
And see, it popped in my head when Marv said something about Trayvon Henderson blocking. That's what popped in my head. That's why I wanted to ask you, because I was like, if we gonna talk about taking a wide receiver in a later first, early second type deal on the trade down or anything like that, or if he's there at 44, I wouldn't mind. I would love to get Ibuka in here. Yes, I get he's a career number 2, but in my opinion, that he's probably gonna be one of the main wide receivers that helps the run game, in my opinion, from what everybody's saying. Because I've just watched highlights on some people. Like I said, I don't do the draft. I just watch highlights, but I did see that he was a damn good willing blocker. You know what I mean? And from what you and Marv just said a while ago, that's something that comes along with being from Ohio State. Because, Zeke was a damn good blocker. You know what I mean? So maybe that's just something that comes from being Ohio State. But he is...
Let me pause you real quick. It's funny that you say that, because we always debating the best program to get your players from. It is no doubt Ohio State. What Philly is doing with Georgia, that's what Dallas should be doing with Ohio State. I'm not bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Targeting them.
Agree with you.
Cause see, you can just tell they're coached excellent football over there. It ain't no selfish shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about, like, I saw somebody say Henderson is small, so I don't really trust him as a blocker. And that makes sense. That logic is good. But you see the willingness in spades that you don't see on others.
Yep.
And it's Ohio State. It's like they don't care who you are. They like, bro, you a star, but you ain't complete unless you go block. And everybody buying in. Receivers, running backs, everybody got to buy in. So I just want to pause you on that, because that was a good point you made.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, I've been thinking about, because, like I said, I don't want to just talk on draft prospects because I don't look at them like everybody else. I really don't, but I do see, I'm in everybody's chat, so I do hear the people that talk about it. You know what I mean? So I do see certain things, and like I said, with me, my whole thing was like, I get your whole point as he's a career number 2, and to me, I can accept that if he's going to be that type of blocker in the NFL. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I can accept that because we just need some. Look, I just need somebody to where he can take CD's spot eventually, but I just need somebody. This is what I need right here. I need a running back and a wide receiver to where if you stack the box to stop the run, I got 2 wide receivers and you can't double CD. Or I got a tight end, and you can't do that. And if you try to go zone, I want a running back that's gonna bust your ass. You know what I mean? And that's all I want. So if I could take a Buka and a trade down and pick up a third or a high third or a fourth or something like that, then I'm cool with that. I'm happy with that. And I just wanted to get more people to talk about that because, yeah, I know I don't want to look at a receiver because of his blocking. I don't want to look at a running back because they're blocking. I want them to look at them for that. But I also want to look at that, hey, that's a part of that game that can help a different area as well if you pick this person that nobody else will. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, okay, I love it.
Hey, that's all I had, man.
Yeah. And also, real quick, I want to openly say this, bro. Common sense ain't common, bro. That's
very true.
That term,
very true.
That term, and you. So you go see things that others not, bro. And I'm like that too. Just like the sudden trade idea. To most people, that was like great. And like, no, bro. It's a good attempt, but it got holes in it. Right. You know what I mean? So, but that's because I know how to think through stuff. You do too. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of those things that, just sometimes we got to accept that everybody not going to see what's common sense to us. You see what I'm saying? So, we got to accept it.
I definitely get it, man. I definitely get it, bro. Yeah, I definitely get it. I just, like I said, I just want, like, boss, you see me, man. But, to be honest, like, within this last year, boss, I done became a stay-at-home dad. So that's why I haven't really been super chatting and everything. But,
I said congratulations. We need more.
Well, yeah, it wasn't by choice, but it just was best. Yeah, it wasn't by choice, but it was just what's best for the family right now. So, you know what I mean? And then, so that's why I hadn't really been super chatting, but that's also another reason why I started to do more sharing and more making my voice heard, because those are the ways I can do it. You know what I mean? Stuff that don't actually cost finances and stuff like that. And so, from my perspective is like, I just want the Cowboys to win. It's a small change that's happening, and I'm in. Boss, let me ask you this. I'm in fear of one thing with the Cowboys, and this is one of those conspiracy things. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on it because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Are the Joneses one off season away from losing the whole fan base?
Not even close. Not even close.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you.
I think we are.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna tell you mine.
Because you said the whole fan base. So that goes back to our conversation. A majority of fans are casuals.
That goes with the casuals. That goes with the casuals and everybody.
Right. So this is the problem. This is why you're not gonna lose them, because most people just looking for a reason to hope. They just want a little bit of hope. The Dallas Cowboys just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot by killing hope. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean by that. Like, everybody numbers was down during the season. Everybody. Right? As soon as the offseason kicked, all our numbers came back like crazy. And let me tell you when it really took off. When Mike McCarthy was replaced by Shoddy. I'm talking about all my videos went back up to like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Why? People just wanted to hope. That's what it was. Mike gone. Brian Schottenheimer give me a reason to hope. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you looked at our numbers during the season, you'll think that the fans was gone. They was just checked out. They still here. You see what I'm saying? If the Cowboys just stop doing and that's why they trying to do stuff a little bit different. They not talking to the media as much. They not using their players like they usually do, negotiating through the media. Even though they doing it, they still doing it. That's how I knew. This is how I knew Michael Parsons' contract hit a bump. Whenever you start seeing media people talking about his character, or they start talking about Zach Martin didn't mention him in his Hall of Fame, it's like, bro, shut up, bro. Like when y'all coming out character assassination, that mean they contract hit a bump. They contract talks hit a bump, and they out there trying to use the media to get leverage on them. So I do think we're tired.
Right.
I do think we're tired, and I do think that they feeling that, and I do think we not spending as much. That's why they're trying to do things different right now. But we ain't going nowhere soon. It would take a lot more bad years than this.
Right. Okay. And see, part of what you said is part of the reason why I believe that we are. Now, let's just say, with everything that's happened this off season, and everybody knows everything, let's just say we go in here and smoke and just get a bull crap draft, right? Everybody knows with everybody, with all the content creators and everything's going on, and all the players out there, and restructuring contracts. Everybody knows we have a good window to get some good players and to be a good team. If you go out there and crash out on the whole draft and draft some people that just like what the hell, or some developmental players that ain't gonna come in and help you right off the way, and then you come in the season with a new head coach, a new coaching staff, and you come out here and you miss the playoffs again, there is too many eyes, casual or not, that sees that it's not the players no more. It's the Joneses. And so I feel like it's so many eyes that actually can see that, hey, no, all right, Jerry, you got to do something, because if you don't, it's all on you now. Like, there ain't no hiding behind, oh, Dak messed up in the playoffs. Dak threw 2 interceptions. Michael Parsons didn't get no sacks. The Michael Parsons podcast. It ain't going to be none of that this year. It's going to be, Jerry, you made these moves in the offseason. Stephen Jones, y'all did these in the offseason to do what with it and didn't do anything with it. So if we come out this year and have a bad season with all of this going on, I can see the whole fan base, we losing the whole fan base, folks.
And see, that's why I said, bro, don't forget, common sense ain't common. And see, you making a mistake that the OC make a lot. The OC, he think like you. He got a lot of common sense. So it's easy to him. It's easy to you. But just go look around. Like, if you look around, it's a whole lot of people out there that got a whole lot of subs doing what? Talking about Michael Parsons' podcast, talking about Michael Parsons being a distraction in his mouth, right? Now, me and you, we listen to it, but like, if you don't shut up, man, with this whole high school ass content, right? That's because you got common sense. I got common sense. Right. But then if you go look at the comments, right. Yeah, man, damn right. This is why I like your channel. We need to trade Michael Parsons. What the fuck? What? You know what I'm saying? It's because, man,
that's not what we said at all.
But see, you thinking it common sense, bro. I'm just being honest with you. No, most of these dudes out here are casual.
I got you.
They casual. See, you got the common sense to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Jerry and them why do you think Jerry and them lost? Why do you think the president lost so much? It's because people don't pay attention. People don't. It's like the common sense people are few. I'm gonna be honest. We are a reflection.
Right, and that's my whole point.
It's not that many people like you.
Yeah,
bro.
I was just saying right there is because it's not. But with everything that's been going on, if we include, like I said, if the season ended, if we have 2 years like we did last year back to back, it's just too many casual eyes that gotta see that it's the Joneses. Now you might be common sense, but at the same fact that it is.
All right. So common sense.
You don't think so? Okay, that's why.
No.
Hey, like
Look, if it ain't
obvious,
obvious, it's the Joneses. It ain't gonna never be more obvious, right? How do you not see it? But guess what? People still gonna be glazing for them. People gonna be like, I need y'all to get off Jerry because they doing different this year. They're different. You know, that's not gonna stop, bro. They're different, man. Y'all need y'all to get off of front office. They really are different. Right. And they're like, if you don't shut your ass up, bro, this ain't the time to get them no hall pass, you idiot. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't the time to be pum-pumming for them.
No.
But guess what? It's a whole lot of people growing.
Right.
And that's what they doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pom-poms. And they do it every offseason. Every offseason, they go pull out the pom-poms for these dudes, and they go be like, oh, yeah, man, Jerry, man, I believe in him. Oh, I like the moves that they did. This guy right here, he's finna be the free agent or the draft, the steal of the free. Man, if y'all don't stop that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's one of those things, common sense, that you a minority, bro. And once you realize you're a minority, it's going to help you see it better. I'm just being honest. Now, I hope you right.
Yeah, and like I said,
the more pressure on them, the better. That's why I don't want to ease up on the pressure. That's why I'm not over here like, oh yeah, give them a pass and I like them and they're different and they're better. No, bruh, keep the heat on their ass. The only reason they even being different is because we're mad. If we wasn't mad, they would be doing everything like they been doing. They would have took Michael Parsons, dragged him out. They would have been throwing him under the bus. They would have been doing what they normally do. But because we've been mad and we've been showing we angry, now they trying to do stuff just a little bit different. This ain't the time to let up the heat off of them. What the hell wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Now, what you supposed to be doing is you supposed to be like, I'm glad you did that, but you still got more to do. It's almost like this. This is the best example I can say. It's like if you find out that your lady was cheating on you, but then you want to try to work it out for the family. You wouldn't let her be like, baby, why you checking my phone? You could be like, no, because of what you did. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Exactly.
But I'm different now. You wouldn't take that. You'd be like, man, you might be, but I gotta double check. You feel me? If somebody, hey man, you can't be treating her like that. You gotta trust her, man. You gotta trust her, man. No, you don't. They've been cheating on us for 30 years. They've been cheating on us. And then the one day they finally try to act like they cooked a home cooked meal, you ready to take off the pressure. Hell no. Let's keep the pressure up.
Exactly. Because this is, and my thing is if they moving different, or if this is different, why is the star player that's in the contract negotiation still not signed early?
Right. Exactly, bro. Yeah, man.
Oh, you couldn't stop. You ain't been able to stop the run in 30. You ain't been able to stop the run in 30 years. Why you ain't signed somebody that's gonna stop the run?
Right.
I mean, if we different, if we moving different, let's be real. If we moving different, let's be different. Oh, we signed a couple more players earlier. You still was going. You had no choice to do that because you had 30-some people on as a free agent. So you had to do that. That's not different. You had to do that as a must.
Right.
To fill out your
We're
roster.
supposed to be
that
different.
Ain't moving different. They're just doing it to be.
We supposed to be different, but we still having a fight over a number 2, which is our top need. What do other teams do when they got a clear need? They address it. We over here like, we're going to draft him. We're going to draft him. And see, when you go into the draft thirsty address a need, you're going to likely also pass up on something. Because we should all know this,
right? Because
we walked into a draft where we needed a DT, and we put Tristan Hill over DK Metcalf. So you got to be careful, man. When you boys be over here selling,
and just 2 years ago, we went in there Thursday, and you still needing a DT, and you chose Mozzie over Bergeron.
Yep.
And hey, if you'd have got Bergeron, will we have an issue at guard right now?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we got Bergeron, we wouldn't need no O-line. We wouldn't be no O-line talk right now.
My boy Sway said, hold on. Hold on, bro. My boy Sway said, going to the club horny.
You don't do that, Sway. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You gonna come out.
Don't go to the strip club. Don't go to the strip club horny, bro. Please. Please don't go to the strip club horny, bro. Please.
Bro, you gonna wake up in the morning with old booger wolf. Boss, you remember them old booger wolves back in the day?
Hey, Laos say, baby, the ones be having bullet holes in them. Hey, man. Hey. That boy they got the bullet holes in them.
Oh,
hey, but good call, Cover.
Yeah, the bullet holes in them.
Yeah, they say, yeah, be go to the strip club.
Appreciate you, boss. Like I said, man.
Yeah, man.
Right, yeah, man. Bro. It was like, no, but that's what I wanted, bro. I appreciate it, dog.
All right, man. Good call, man. That was Cover Sits. So anyway, man, I want to read my brother super chat, Clebo, real quick. He said, let me read my boy super chat. He said, I agree with common sense, but I just like real life. Most people don't like the truth. Boss, keep doing you, cause real recognize real. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's one of those things to where, you know, one thing that I learned when I was, you know, in an entrepreneurship program, you got to know who your market is. I know my market. My market is not the casual. It's not. Because you got to go through too many hoops for casuals. You'll lose yourself when you're trying to market to casuals. When you're trying to cater to casuals don't care about accuracy. They just want to feel good. That's all they care about. And so when you start trying to have real discussions with casuals, and especially if you grow your channel off casual content, then you're going to have to stay that way. And I'm not going to be in bondage to a people that don't even respect football in the first place. So that's why I'm going to do it the way that I do it. You know what I'm saying? I keep it about football. And I keep football first. So sometimes you go agree, sometimes you go disagree. But people over time realize, they be like, you know what? Whether I agree with Boss or disagree with Boss, I at least know Boss is trying his best to try to tell me what he believes is best for the team. He's not. See, just watch how some of these dudes move. Just watch. What if you just sit back and pay attention? Just look. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just look. So 1 minute you like Cooper Kupp. Then the next minute, I'm done with him. He washed because he went to another team. That means you didn't believe in it in the first place. You were just saying what's popular. 1 minute you ain't like Cooper Kupp, and I watched his film. He done. But then the fans start liking Cooper Kupp. Then all of a sudden you doing content on him. So a lot of these, you got to watch them. A lot of these people, they move like the wind. If you throw a leaf up, and just like when I play golf and I'm trying to see where the wind is going, I just throw grass in the air and it'll tell me where the wind is blowing. Okay, so I need to maybe aim a little bit left because my ball is likely getting ready to go with the wind, right? And I needed to see which way the wind is going. It's a whole lot of content creators, before they do content, they throw grass in the air. Which way is the fans going on this? Because that's where I'm gonna go. I'm being honest. And if you watch it, you'll see it. If you watch them closely, you'll see it. You'll be like, nah. If you really believed in that idea, you would have stood on it. You wouldn't have switched because the crowd switched. So, listen, y'all. If you being honest, I'm gonna be honest. You never go really just have the crowd follow you. Just think about it. Just like in the times of Christ, right? What was the crowd saying? What was the crowd? Crucify him. Crucify him. And the more people said it, the more the crowd got involved. To the point, Barabbas, if you remember, not Barabbas, Pontius Pilate, when he said this to the crowd. He said, watch this, right? See, some of these content creators are like Pontius Pilate, where they know how to manipulate the crowd, and they'll say, watch this. I'm finna get them to go in this direction. Yeah. So you just listen. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to put out this content that's about winning. That's about ideas that's gonna help us win. And then, you know, and just do my best to try to stay grounded in what's true. And that's it. This also, I gotta take responsibility for my lack of growth. I do. I can't just be like, it's just the fans. Sometimes, boss, you might not be relatable enough. Maybe your content too long. Maybe your show's too long. It's also adjustments. I gotta take accountability. All this come down to one word. Just like I talked about this week, humble. We all gotta be humble and look within and say, what do I need to do a better job? That's front office. That's the Dallas Cowboys coaches. That's content creators. That's everybody. So that's humble week, man. And this is a week I ain't giving front office no excuses, because this is the week you supposed to be shopping. I'm out. And I will be back. I'm going to be back. But I'm going to be back with showing a lot of film. And we go close this book.